Hi, this is Miss Robin, and I am going to teach you how to use SurveyMonkey. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is open up Chrome, and in your address bar, you're going to type in SurveyMonkey. It should be the first thing that pops up, so click on it. And now we're at the SurveyMonkey homepage. I've already created an account for us, so what you'll need to do is go up here to the top right hand corner and click on Sign In. You'll first enter the username, and the username is SansLMC, and the password is Eagles123, and then click Sign In. Alright, so now here we are into SurveyMonkey, and you're going to go down to the green button and click on Create a Survey, because you're going to create your very own. Now, in order to keep everybody's survey separate, we're going to title the survey your name. So I'm going to title this one Miss Robin, but you will title yours your name, and then click on Let's Go. All right, so here we are on the SurveyMonkey main page. This is where you do your creating of questions for your survey. And over here on the left-hand side is this toolbar, and you're going to want to choose Builder. Question Bank are pre-made questions. That's not going to fit our needs. We're going to create our own questions. So I click on Builder, and then it gives you a pretty decent choice of different types of questions and different things that you can add to your survey. So if you hover over each one of these choices, eventually a text box will pop up and describe the type of question and give you a visual example. So we all know what multiple choice questions look like. A drop-down question is similar to multiple choice, but it saves space if you have a lot of questions. So I don't know if that's something that you'll need or not. You can decide. Star rating, you will create a question that you would have your responders give a certain amount of stars to. And then matrix and rating scale, I'll demonstrate that. This is the kind of question where you rate your answer. So something like you see down there in bottom, it's important to me, it's moderately important to me, or it's not important at all. And you can give it any kind of title to your column there that you want, and I'll demonstrate that. All right, so you can scroll down through here and look at the different types of questions. There's some other features that you probably won't use. And there's things like a comment box. You can, just a few other features. So you can play around with that. All right, so I'm going to add a new question. And my first type of question is going to be a multiple choice. And I'm going to put a question here in this box. And it's going to say, what concerns you the most about using technology? So I'll make this kind of, similar to something you might want to create. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on some stuff there. Okay, so now I'm going to give it some choices. So let's see, what concerns you the most about using technology? Maybe it's being cyberbullied. Maybe it's accidentally installing a virus on my family's computer. And I misspelled accidentally, so I'm going to right click and fix that. All right, and maybe it's getting in trouble for copying information from the internet. And trying to think of one more choice, being cyberbullied, virus, maybe it's someone stealing my personal information. Okay, so we have 4 nice choices. Now, every time you hit enter, it creates a new box underneath, but I don't want 5 choices. I only want 4. So I'm going to go over here to the right hand side and click on this X, and it's simply going to eliminate that box that I don't want. You can allow more than one answer to each question. I'm not going to do that for this because I really want to get down to the bottom of what people are concerned about on the internet. I could also add an other option or a comment field. So this might be a question where I might want to do something like that. I might want to allow people to say, I'm concerned about something else, not one of your choices. So if I add that, then they can tell us exactly what it is that they are most concerned about using technology. And then you can read through and see if you're interested in any of those other options. So now we're going to, I like to just go ahead and save each time instead of adding a next question, just to make sure that my work has been saved. And if you hover back over your question, you can see it's very easy to edit it. So maybe you see a mistake and you want to go back and fix it. Maybe you decide you don't like that question, you can delete it. So it's really easy to make changes. All right, so now I'm ready to make my next question. And in order to do that, I can either, if I'm going to create the same kind of question, I can just add a new question and it'll create the same type of question. But if I want to change my format, I need to either go over here to the left-hand side, or I need to click here on this little arrow on this drop-down menu. And I am going to, this time I'm going to choose matrix and rating scale, and show you how to create one of those type of questions. So for the actual question field, you're going to make this question a little bit more broad. So maybe it would be something like, how much do you know about the following topics? Okay, and so here are the topics that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of copyright law. I'm thinking of, and I think I'll make this specific, I'll say internet piracy, hacking, and I'm just going to give 3 examples for the sake of time. So there's 3 things that people might rate how well they know. So again, I have that extra box here, so I'm going to get rid of that. And now this is where I label the columns so that they can tell how much do they know. So maybe you could put something like, I'm an expert. And then the next box you could say something like, I know some. And then here you could say something like, I know a little. Whoops, I misspelled that. It didn't give me a correct there, did it? L-I-T-T-L-E. Okay, and then lastly, I know nothing. Okay, so there we go. And I see that I kind of messed this up. I started typing in the second box. So I'm just going to simply eliminate that first one. And it's going to adjust, and it's going to, now the weights are a little bit off. I'm not really concerned about the weights right now. That might be something that I go back and change. So I'm just going to leave those like that for now. And I'm going to go ahead and save this question. And now you can see that this is how this one will show up. All right, so those are all the questions that I'm going to create as a demonstration. So after you have completed your survey, you will go up here to the next box and click there. And we are going to disseminate this survey to your peers through a web link. So we're going to get a web link, and each one will be unique to your survey. And what I would like for you to do is open up a new tab, open up a Google Doc, which you all know how to do. Create a doc. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to highlight this URL, Control C for copy. Go back to my doc, Control V for paste, voila. And then I'm going to go ahead and give this document a name and make it the title of my save as well. So let's just call it Tweens and Tech Survey Monkey. Click here. Now it's saved nicely. And go back here. Now I also want to show you how it's going to look to the people who respond to your survey. So I've already got this highlighted. I'm going to copy it again just for good sake. Open up a new tab. Paste it. And you can do the same when you create your survey just so you can take a look at it in real time. Enter. And there it is. All right. Now, there is something that I didn't show you that you can go back and do, and you might have caught it, is I'm going to go back to my tab, and I'm going to go back and edit this survey. And so I'm going to go back to my surveys, and here it is. And so I'm going to click on design. And something that I could have done is I could add a title to my survey. So you can do that. You can click right there and add a title to your survey, and it just makes it look a little nicer. You can also change the look of the survey a little bit. You have to use the standard themes because custom means that you would have to pay for it. But the standard themes, there's a few to choose from. So maybe you want to make it look like midnight. So if you choose that, it's just going to change the format. I'm going to add a title. I'm going to call it Tweens and Technology. Save. All right. And then go. And then since I made a change, it's looking as if I have a new URL. So I'm going to copy and paste this into my Google Doc. And I'm going to get rid of that old one because that's not the one I want anymore. And so I still have it saved. And there you have it. So I will just go ahead and take a look at this one really quick. And there it is, Tweens and Technology. I'll answer the questions really quick and say done. And then if I go back to our SurveyMonkey screen, our original screen, I can go to Analyze Results. And then we will get some really nice data about our surveys. So you can see here it gives you some nice bar graphs and some other data that we'll be able to analyze after everyone has taken our survey. All right, that's it. I hope you learned something. Have fun making your surveys. Impress your families with your awesome super tech skills. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.